I just almost overpaid 50p for my favorite cookies. How? Well, the advert on the shelf was showing £1. When I went to the till, it was 150. And that's not a big deal, it's only 50p, but if you think about this, from £1 to 150, it's 50%. Okay, that's 50% more. So the question is on how many other products they do it this year during the day, and how many people are actually not checking their prices while buying different products in the shops. I was actually shopping in Asda, and while I'm very particular and know the prices of the stuff that I'm buying, because obviously I'm checking, I'm managing my money, that was not the first time I actually noticed that kind of difference in the price. That's happening to me probably at least once a week, where I see the price of, let's say, chicken, or let's say some pasta or some cream or whatever else I'm buying during the week, and then the price on the till is different. So in that situation, I'm just always, every single time, regardless of how much money it is, I always go to the person who is somewhere around the tills, because there are self-service, but there are always some people around, and I ask them to just change the price. And in every single case, 100% of the cases, they didn't even ask, they didn't even check, they're just going there to the system and just changing the price for myself. But they're not going to the general system where all of the prices for that product are changed. They're just changing the price for me, which means every single person who are buying those stuff, the same products that I do, and not checking those prices the same way as I do, they're overpaying every single time. And that small difference, whether it's 30, 50 p on each product, during the day, during the week, during the month, for the big shop that's operating, let's say 1,000, 10,000 customers every month, 100,000 customers every month, that amount of money, it's a lot. And they're doing that all over the country. And because I don't really like to be, from the back, I'm just not being used, and I'm making sure that the price is correct for myself. But unfortunately, each of you guys have to do the same for yourself when you shop. You need to manage your money, you need to check whether or not the prices that you are paying are correct, whether or not the prices that they advertise on their shelves are the same as on the till. In many cases you will find that you can save actually quite a lot of money, especially during the Christmas season. That's what the shops do. They just make an extra profit this way. So if you found this video helpful, don't forget to obviously follow. You can also download our mobile application, Uniflow, for really particular money management and learning about how to really properly organize your finances. Today it wasn't really special, nothing special except of the fact that I met with Surendra. He was off yesterday because of the wedding. I actually was awake until 4 AM and I was sending a lot of invitations and questions really for the meetings with different software developers. After yesterday saying that Nick Yuka is leaving, I need to find someone who actually going to jump very quickly and will be as experienced or even more experienced than she was, and actually finish building that with Surendra. After today I have 4 interviews set it up for tomorrow and day after tomorrow, so I'm very hopeful, and I'm hoping that by Monday next week I will have someone to actually have the second interview with and make sure that they are the correct person and want to work with us. So we will find out when next week. Surendra actually managed to finish the last API from the capital expenses section. He's making still some corrections to make it a little bit more better in terms of validation. But as far as I understand, from tomorrow we will be able to move to the last section of that tool, and if everything goes well, by the end of next week we will be done with all of the APIs which is amazing, because I was expecting that we finish by 15, but Surendra by 15 of December. It looks like he is speeding and he's doing really good job right now. So yeah. In terms of mobile, we're still fixing some stuff because something like some connection with the third party stopped working yesterday, and we are trying to still figure out what it is. Unfortunately, without that, I'm not able to push the app to Apple Store again. It's just, you know, another day in paradise, I would say. So let's hope that by tomorrow we manage to actually fix everything and I will be able to push all of the things to Apple Store, and maybe by Friday, if we're lucky, we will be able, we will get the approval, because everything else is really ready and waiting. That's all for today. Thank you very much for joining me as always, and I see you tomorrow.